How's the scheduling look so far?
We've got our scheduling completely done except for one game. We'll be playing the teams in our conference. We'll be playing Oakland City, Cumberland College, Kentucky State, Georgetown College. Oh gosh. There's a couple other schools that's on our schedule that I can't think of. But we'll be playing a pretty good schedule.
Do you find it hard to get a lot of home games since it's your first year?
No.
No?
No, what you do is you call a school and you say, look, this is the way I do it. A lot of people say, we'll play you 2 at your field, 2 at our field. Well, I'm playing the same team 4 times. I don't want to do that. What I'll say is I'll play you at your field this year. Next year you come to our field. Or vice versa, and it averages out. By us being a first-year program, everybody in the country wants to play us because they think it's 2 easy wins. But that's not going to be the case. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to beat them, but they better bring their lunch with them.
You have any players that stood out so far? Any big names to talk about early?
Well, you got Miranda Drury, who played in the East-West All-Star game. You got Emily Ethington, who's still trying to get her ACT score up, which I think she will to get in here. She was in the East-West All-Star game. I don't know what that was. We've got a girl that playing first base from Western Hills, Stephanie Wade, who would have been playing in the East-West All-Star game, but she went into the military, so she's doing her basic training, and she'll get done with that about a week before school starts, and then she comes back into school. So those kids are 3 big-name kids. April Lancaster out of Western Hills is a catcher, really good catcher. I assigned one kid who is from, did go to Lexington Christian Academy, but she was homeschooled her last year, who was second team All-State. So and then our outfielders, they're all center fielders. I recruited all center fielders, so I put 3 center fielders out there. Anything hitting there, we should run it down. But we're not going to be your typical first team program. I mean, we've got some good kids, but everything's got to click. I mean, you've got to get everybody on the same page. Things has got to happen. You can have the best team in the conference, and if you don't get a break here or there, it's just not going to happen. So, but first year program, I'm very pleased where we're sitting at right now. I'm very pleased.
Did you learn anything from watching the baseball team go through this last year?
Well, actually, I wasn't here. I do know Coach Rogers. Him and I went to the same high school. But I did go watch the baseball team play a few times. I seen them spank Georgetown at Georgetown. So in the cold, it was cold that day. But baseball is a totally different game than this game. It's 90 feet to the bases instead of 60. 60 feet 6 inches compared to 43 feet from pitcher to home plate. The game's very similar, but you've got to approach this game, and I know this from playing 18 years, fast pitch softball. You've got to approach this game totally different. I mean, if you set your team up and you got pitching, one run's all you need. There's so many games won 1-0, or 2-1. Baseball, it's not a big deal to go out on any night and put up 5 or 6 runs. But fast pitch softball, very seldom you're going to see 5 or 6 runs put on the board by anybody. So it is a totally different game. It's a sport that lets the little girl be able to shine just as much as the big girl. And you don't see the ball hit over the fence that much in this game. But you see the little girls, I call them jackrabbits. They hit the ball 3 feet and run like jackrabbits. You can't get them out. And then the big girls are sitting over there. When I say big, I'm talking about the girls that's 5'11", maybe 6 foot tall. They're sitting over like, I got to hit it out of the park to get on first base. These little girls hit the ball 3 or 4 feet and they're sitting on first base. But, this game is built around speed.
Assistant coaches, do you have those lined up?
Well, I've got one volunteer assistant. That's Doug Evans. I do have a female coach that's right now is doing her master's. Her name's Jerry Grimley, and she's at Eastern doing her master's. And hopefully she'll be on board with us in September. I tried to get Mike Kendrea, but he wouldn't come. He's the coach of Arizona.
Oh,
USA team.
Fine.
I can tell
Over
by
my
the look on his face.
That's embarrassing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I've been around this game longer than you guys probably are already.